All right, welcome back, Truth Seeker. Want to talk about the big outage with Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, who are all owned by the parent company Facebook. And I want to again talk about how this is proof who runs these companies. This is not an accident today. This is part of a planned ritual. And I'm sure they do these things to gather data and information and see what people do when these programs are out, because these programs are central to so many people's lives now. Sweet lady, if she wants to talk to her family overseas in Asia, WhatsApp, Facebook, it's the way to do it. And there's a lot of people in this world that are in the same situation. But understand, what they've done today, it's not an accident. It's also more coincidence programming. Just yesterday, the big bombshell about Facebook on 60 Minutes, the whistleblower, about how the company put profits ahead of, doing what was right. And isn't that what all publicly traded companies do? I mean, that's pretty much what's in their charter. The reason for this corporation to exist is to generate a profit for its shareholders. Again, that's what corporations do. That's what publicly traded companies do. Profit ahead of everything else. So really, this is a non-story, right? This is what corporations do. This is why in the early days of the United States of America, if you didn't know this, corporations were illegal except for short-term projects like to build railroads, because it was understood that the corporation had a lot of downside for society. In business school, you learn what that downside is called. It's called an externality. An externality is when a corporation does something that's really shitty for the world, but it's done because at the end of the day, it makes sure the shareholders make profit. Anyway, this is a ritual today. And again, for all the people that say, well, what about them being a public traded company? This is going to affect their stock price. This is going to hurt earnings. Yeah, that's true. But again, you guys, when you see the bigger picture about who runs the show and who really runs Facebook, which has nothing to do with Mark Zuckerberg, except for today's ritual has everything to do with his birthday. But again, Mark Zuckerberg's nothing but a puppet for the Jesuit cabal that runs your government, runs your news, prints your money, and shows you who the richest people are in the world and tells you every day who the smartest people are and the supposed faces of these companies that dominate the world. Really, all this is the big Jesuit cabal. And to them, money is nothing. They print it to control us. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, And again, the majority of the shareholders for these companies are this super elite ruling class. So if they want to take a few pennies out of their own pocket for their own experiment ritual that day, that's nothing either. But here's how you can see, again, that Mark Zuckerberg is nothing but a Jesuit puppet, and today's power outage with these companies, if you will, is nothing but a Jesuit ritual. It's this simple. Mark Zuckerberg, born in that infamous year 84 on May 14th, having the same birthday as Israel. And again, the Israel nation is a Jesuit creation. But from Mark Zuckerberg's birthday, I see. Sweet ladies, let me know. I need to come out. I'll be out there in just a minute. That means she made something. It's nice when she has a day off. But anyway, Mark Zuckerberg, May 14th, his birthday, to today, the power outage, October 4th, it's his 144th day of his age. Would you believe it? The same number the Jesuits do all their rituals by? Jesuit Order 144, Jesuit 84. Mark Zuckerberg, born in 84. And with his net worth of $122 billion, we'll talk about that in a moment. Has a lot to do with the Jesuits and their whistleblower last night. But if you're new here, Jesuit order is 144 when you just run the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, F is 6, G is 7, up to Z, the 26 R is 26. Jesuits 84 and you do the same thing. Gematria, though, that's the most simple cipher. It's based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards, and also forwards and backwards with the rules of numerology. So there's 4 ciphers you really want to know. They're all important. And when you know them, you can really see through things. Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook was supposedly launched because of him on February 4th, 2004. And that day can be written 42, computers 42, internet's 42, Jesuits 42. But notice it was launched 266 days after his birthday. The Jesuit logo, if you're familiar with it, is the sun with IHS and the cross. IHS stands for Isus Hominum Salvator, which equals 266 when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, and 122 the small way, right? Pope Francis is the first Jesuit pope. We're in the time of Pope Francis, who happens to be 84 years old right now, born on a date with 84 numerology. Last year, the former leader of the Jesuits died at age 84. The founder of the Jesuits died 84 days from his own birthday. George Orwell's 1984. He was a member of the Fabian Society established in 1884 that's part of this Jesuit network. But notice, Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope, is 122. They're saying Mark Zuckerberg is worth $122 billion right now, right? And what day did he become worth $100 billion? Do you remember it? It's documented in my book that I just put out last year. Mark Zuckerberg reportedly became worth $100 billion on 8/4. He joined Bill Gates, Jesuit puppet, and Jeff Bezos, Jesuit puppet, on 8/4 as the $100 billion club. But and also Elon Musk, who's another Jesuit puppet. And remember, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Jesuit is 78 like Tesla. And this year on January 7th, the 78-year anniversary of Nikola Tesla's death, they said that day Elon Musk became the richest man in the world. He was passed by Bezos again like a month later, but still, clear Jesuit ritual on Nikola Tesla's death anniversary. January 7th, 7-1 like Catholic 71. That's who the Jesuits serve. But notice, Facebook was launched 266 days after Zuckerberg's birthday, and on a very Jesuit day, 4/2. And the thing was, the day that Facebook launched, DARPA's LifeLog ended February 4th, 2004. So DARPA LifeLog, DARPA's the military technology branch. The Jesuits consider themselves a military order that operates within 112 nations. Their project that was just like Facebook ended February 4th, 2004. That same day, Facebook, which was just like DARPA's LifeLog, launched, you see, on the same day. And again, Jesuit 42, 4/2 date, computer and internet are 42. Perfect Jesuit ritual. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse with numerology, Mark Zuckerberg is 84, born in 84, right? And again, just to understand his birthday, May 14th, which is Israel's birthday in 48. Again, look what happens when you write out Catholic, you guys. The Jesuits serve the Catholic Church. Catholic, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, is 145, like 14/5, like May 14th. There are 145 more chapters in the Catholic Old Testament than the Protestant Old Testament, and there's also 46 books in the Catholic Old Testament. You see how Catholic's also 46? Forwards, it's 35, like JFK, number 35, killed at age 46. Biden, number 46, the second Catholic president who lost his son at 46 in a big Jesuit ritual synced up with Pope Francis. And who was confirmed. The votes were confirmed for him on January 7th, the day Elon Musk became the richest man in the world, and then he was inaugurated on Pope Francis' 35th day of his age by the Jesuit priest from Georgetown who did the funeral for his son at age 46. Yes, you got that right. The Jesuit priest who did Beau Biden's funeral at age 46 did Biden's inauguration, number 46. And his name equals 201 like the Jesuit order. And Beau Biden died 201 days from Pope Francis' birthday, whose birth name, Jorge Mario Bergoglio's 201, like Ignatius of Loyola, like the Jesuit order, like inauguration days 20/1. Anyway. This is what these Jesuit scum do every day. They just tinker with us in their rituals. So today, all of Mark Zuckerberg's products go down on his 144th day of his age, right? And remember, 10 Downing Street, where the Prime Minister resides in the Jesuit Catholic-controlled UK, just like this nation. Above 10 Downing Street's door is the logo for the Jesuit order. And 10 Downing Street was established in 1684, 144 years after the Jesuits were recognized by Rome in 1540 on September 27th. Again, the day leaving 95 days left in the year because their purpose was to counter the 95 Theses. But with regards to the Catholic Church and the Jesuits being behind all this, today's 10/4, right? Roman Catholic Church is 104. Last night on 60 Minutes, the All-Seeing Eye Network, CBS, you had the whistleblower Frances Haugen, right? Frances Haugen goes on and criticizes Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg while he's worth $122 billion. You see how Frances Haugen is just like Pope Francis, 122.59? Remember, the election of Biden, Number 46 was exactly 46 weeks after Pope Francis's birthday, and it was the 59th presidential election. Pope Benedict stepped down on the 59th day of the year to make way for Pope Francis. Pope Francis became the Archbishop of Argentina on the 59th day of the year as well, many years before becoming Pope, and that just shows you he was already in the ladder for this progression that was going to happen. Again, the Jesuit networks planned out decades in advance. Now, with regards to today being 10-4 in the oil spill, if you missed my video this morning that I did on Gematria Effect News, got 2 videos already out today, one on Gematria Effect Sports, another on Gematria Effect News, but I talked more about the oil spill being clearly a massive Jesuit ritual. And again, it doesn't make any sense. They're saying they can't find a leak anywhere in the pipe. So it's like somebody let out the oil. And again, for years I've been telling you they create natural disasters as ritual. And think about it. This year, what a year to have a big oil spill story off the coast of one of the most populous states in the year of Agenda 21, which is a major Jesuit agenda to get us to submit to all these new authoritarian rules to save the planet, supposedly from the same tyrants who've had us destroy the planet with their crony capitalism, disaster capitalism, made to throw away type of capitalism. So you keep buying shit so the profit the profit keeps coming in for the shareholders. The same people who've designed this world are now the same ones who want to save you from it, right? And this is the kind of stuff they'll do. Create an oil spill, doing God knows how much damage to how many things, just to get through the point about why you better get on board with their agenda, So, and yes, I understand it wasn't today. See my video on when it did happen. It happened on 10-2, and the Jesuits love art of war. This is called the War on the Environment. Again, see the video I did earlier today. But I did kind of screw up that video because I kept the camera in the way for half of it. But if you listen to me, it's all there. But again, it's 10-4, and the Newsweek starts off on 10-4, starts off with all this Facebook drama. One day after the big 60-minute special, all of a sudden nothing works there. I mean, it's such transparent mockery. And we'll see what they end up blaming it on. Remember, the Jesuits have been simulating cyber attacks and power outage and coronavirus pandemics all right before this stuff happens. That's how we called February 14th for blackouts across the nation, which did happen. Houston got the worst of it in the oil refining capital of America. Can go back and see what we've been doing here, you guys. Who in the world had the date circled way in advance for major blackouts on Valentine's Day? And again, Catholic Day. We did. So, again, you want to keep denying what they're doing? Keep denying it, ignoramus. Notice the word ignores in the beginning. Keep ignoring the truth, ignoramus. Again, you guys, Mark Zuckerberg's nothing but a Jesuit puppet. This is nothing but a Jesuit ritual that just fits in with all the stuff they've been simulating. And, again, with regards to Agenda 21, that was agreed to way back in the 90s in Rio de Janeiro, which equals 201. And the day that they took their photo, the signing day for all the countries, the New World Order getting down with Agenda 21, which was targeted for this year, 2021, that signing day was June 13th. The day leaving 201 days left in the year. The Jesuit Order 201. So, and again, look up all the articles written about how coronavirus, the silver lining's been it's helped a lot of the Agenda 21 goals come into place. Coronavirus was simulated with Event 201, the day the Military World Games began in Wuhan, China, October 18th, 2019. The Military World Games are credited to the Jesuit Order, and that's why they began in 95 in Rome, because the Jesuits were created to counter the 95 Theses and recognized by Rome on the day, leaving 95 days left in the year. So anyway, I'll cut it short. Sweet lady's got something for me, and that'll make my day all the more sweeter. But stay strong out there, truth seeker. Help spread the work. For all you ignoramuses, please stop being an ignoramus. You're leading us all to hell. Until next time.